Welcome back, you guys. Can you tell what I'm doing? I'm sending people away with glitter. Now don't laugh, because this actually could be a thing, according to last night's Bachelor. This actually might work, what I'm doing. Leslie from 106.3 The Groove explains this glitter thing I'm doing. If you just do this and say glitter, people...
I'm done. This
people
is glitter.
Disappear
Supposedly.
and you stay.
It seems to be working.
It could be a thing. We had a new location change again.
Yes, Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Yes, beautiful beach and everything. And they are up in the penthouse suite at their hotel. Very nice. And Arie comes right in and says, all right, dates start now. And Chelsea, the single mom, is the one he picked to go on the one-on-one date. And they get to go on a yacht, a really nice yacht. Can I have that, please?
Yes.
And it was funny because the girls now, they have a beautiful deck that looks over the ocean, so they could see them, and they're at the telescope watching them, which why would you torture yourself to do that? Because
that's what I'm saying.
They saw them like doing the Titanic thing, which was cute and stuff, and they saw them making out when they were jet skiing too, which I was like, really, just walk away, which they eventually did.
And we get the best one-liner from Chelsea.
Oh my gosh. She's like, I may be on a dreamboat, but I'm with a dreamboat. I'm like, oh
the cheesiness.
But she talks about her and her ex and what happened with that. And it sounds like it was very fast. She was young. It didn't work out. He pretty much kind of just dumped her for another woman. And so he really seemed to appreciate all that. And she gets the rose. And of course, as Bachelor usually does, they go to another room with a live band playing just for them. Oh.
That is so a Bachelor staple.
Yes.
That and hot tubs. You got to have both of those. But while they're on the date, something is going on at the hotel.
Yes, Mikkel, who had left a week ago because her grandfather had died, she came back from Utah, like running in there. Everyone was thrilled to see her.
But can I tell you, when she walked in, I didn't know who she was for a second. I was like, who's this girl? I was like, oh, yes. Now, if we don't remember, she's the one that showed up in the race car at the very, very beginning. So I had to kind of remember all of that. So if you're gone for a day, it's hard on The Bachelor because so much happens. Because right after this, we jump right into the group date.
The group date goes, and they go to a bowling alley, which I think is a fun thing to do, is go bowling. We just went bowling, this past weekend. But then it all gets pretty serious, and the claws come out when Arie tells them it's going to be a competition between two teams. The winning team gets to go with him to the after party. The losing team has to go back to the hotel, which they're not happy about because they don't get to spend more time with him.
Right.
And so Krystal's on the blue team, and the blue team just smokes the pink team. And so Krystal, in her way, is just gloating about it type of thing. And of course, the pink team's upset about this. And Arie, you can see he's thinking about this and doesn't think it's fair. So he's like, you know what? Why don't you guys come on the after party, and everybody gets to go. Well, we've all had that face where you're not happy, but you have to pretend you are. That was such a priceless face of Krystal's, because she was so mad on the inside, but she had that fake smile.
Right.
Oh, and then on the bus on the way home, we find out.
There's no cameras.
There's no cameras on the shuttle bus that takes them back to the hotel. I guess she went off about Arie. She called him a liar. She called him disrespectful. How can she be with someone who doesn't consult her in his decisions? And thinking, why was this your... Really? Well,
I took away from it, I thought, why would you say this in front of all the women that you're competing with?
Exactly.
I was like, maybe think that in here, not out there.
Yeah. So they go back to the hotel room to change. She comes out in her robe because I'm not going to the cocktail party. I feel disrespected. He wasn't honest with us, and I just can't see that in a partner. I've packed my bags. So at that point, I'm like, well, then leave.
Right.
That was my thing.
Well,
and I think a lot of girls were all like, well, then leave. They go to the cocktail party, and when Arie comes, they tell him right away what happened, what she said. And Arie goes, let me go talk to her, which I was like, see, now you're just giving in to what she wants. She wants him to go chase her, which he does, to go talk to her and stuff. And he's mad too, though. And she tries to defend, and he goes, I understand why you're mad, but couples in real life don't run away from that. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. If you're running away from this, it's going to get harder. And so he's just like, don't come to the party, and I'll see you in a few days. And I was like, good for him. But of course, that didn't stop her.
No, because he goes back with the girls. He kind of starts, a little cocktail party, seeing one girl at a time. And she pops in.
She does, and she starts talking to the women, which give her a hard time, and they should have, to the point where she's finally like, okay, I'm done. So actually, he gets to spend some time. He reconnects with both Beccas. He still has reservations about the Becca who's 22 and about that age difference. But he actually reconnects with Lauren B. She actually does 21 questions with him, which I thought was really cute.
That was, yeah.
And they seem to really have a better connection. And she ends up getting the group date. Rose.
Lauren B.
I wanted Becca, the other one, to get, because that's my girl.
Which is the girl that got the first date.
Yes.
The one that with.
He took back to his room last night.
Yeah. No, I don't think anything.
No.
They just hung out. No. They hung out. It was Netflix, no chill, so that was okay. But to remind us, she was the one that went on the date where he gave her the shoes and the dress and all that stuff. Because we have to kind of remember.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, if you just wait a second, I forget who everybody is. So Lauren B got the rose. So then we have another one-on-one.
Tia.
With my girl.
Yes, I really am liking her more and more. Tia. It's so cool. They get to take an airboat on the Everglades, and there's actually someone built a house in the Everglades, like on stilts, and it looks so cool. They really had time to just chill out, and you really can tell there's a cool connection with those two.
Yeah.
And we learned too at dinner that she has a doctorate degree in physical therapy. He likes very intelligent women, and she's very much her own person and independent. And I think that, like, learning that more about that with her, he really connected with her. And she's one that's very honest. And she said, if I'm feeling it, which she said she's starting to fall for him. She told him that last night.
At dinner.
I'm starting to fall in love with you. And I was
the first
like,
one.
Woo, girl.
The race to say who's in love with him first, she has started the race.
So cute. She's so giddy with him.
So she gets the rose, of course, and now we have to go to the cocktail party that leads to the rose ceremony.
Yes, we go to the cocktail party, and Krystal goes to the girls, if you want to talk to me one-on-one. So the girls do. They bring her aside and ask her pointed questions, which she refuses to answer. In fact, Becca really grills her. Why are you still here? She asked her like 3 times, and it's like a deer in headlight look, like, huh? And finally, Becca's like, I'm over you. I'm done. She walks away. But of course, when Krystal has her time with Arie, she is so fake. Oh, poor me. And oh, the bowling alley triggered stuff with my mom and all these things, like trying to get his sympathy. And I have to say, you can see the distance. He is like backed off. You don't see him kissing her, anything. You can tell he's trying to like, you're getting on my nerves, girl. But
we go to the rose ceremony.
Yes, and she gets, I knew she would get the rose. She got the final rose.
So who actually ends up going home?
Mikkel.
She was back for 2 seconds.
She's back for a week. Not even, no, she's back for a day. Bye.
And then I'm like, you brought her back for that. And then Ashley, and then Marique also
Yes,
went
Marique
home.
gets home, yes.
The chef.
Yes, I wasn't too surprised about Ashley. The other two might.
No, because I don't think they've even, I don't remember them talking ever. That's a thing. All right, will Krystal stay longer?
I think she'll stay at least one more episode. They go to Paris next time.
Oh, Paris, you got to keep her.
Got to fall in love in Paris, right?
Or get rid of Krystal in Paris.
Please,
either one. Don't miss the next episode of The Bachelor on KGUN 9 next Monday. Then, of course, tune into The Blend on Tuesday for a recap and sign up for the Bachelor Fantasy League to compete with both Leslie and I and other Bachelor fans. Visit 1063thegroove.com for info and to sign up.